Open it, bro. I gotta see your reaction real quick.
Oh, you went crazy. You can never use this unless she's like a 15 out of 10. And then when you pop this open, it's like instant red. She gonna be like,
the Mona Lisa, the piece.
am I getting Mona Lisa dick? Yes, you are, bitch.
Good rubbers.
This is clutch. Actually, fuck that.
Shit going on the fridge.
That's a fridge piece right there.
Straight from Amsterdam, good lighter.
Hey, we sparking that blunt with this. Hey, yo! It's turn.
A little joint.
That's fire. See, hey, honestly, nah, this going up here till I get to the new crib. But these gonna be first at the new crib.
Boom. Shit, what else? I think there's one more.
They gotta see this.
Yes, sir.
They gotta see that. Let's look at that.
Straight from France, Paris.
Perry.
So yeah, I'm about to tell y'all the story. I'm about to tell it to him too, cause I ain't even tell him yet. You know what happened, but you don't know like what transpired type shit and what happened throughout the whole time. But look, and it was all like a crazy just series of events from like the one, like when we missed the flight from Paris to SF. It was supposed to be a one-way flight straight home. We missed it barely. Like a couple of our homies got on, but then like 3 of us missed that shit. And I don't know how close we missed it. Like there was nobody in the area, but like the plane didn't even take off yet.
This is in Paris, huh?
Yo.
Oh shit.
So we were like, God damn, bro. Like we were asking them like, yo, so what do we do? Like the people at the gate, and they're being hella rude. They're like, you just gotta buy a new ticket. Like that's all we can tell you. We're like, what? Like we can't get this thing like swapped out for a new one?
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, no, being hella rude. Just pretty much told us to go to the ticketing booth to find a new ticket. And we were like, damn. As we're walking there, we're like asking for help. Like, yo, like which way do we go? And every worker like either doesn't know what we're saying or they tell us like just point in a direction, and then the next one we ask points in another direction. So
just giving you like run around and shit.
Yeah, pretty much it took us like a good hour to get there.
Fuck.
But on the way, we were like on our phones looking up how much the tickets were. The cheapest ticket we seen for a one-way like that day or the next day was like 3 bands, over 3,000 euros. So we're like, bruh, this is looking bad, bro. Like this is not looking good. We were like,
each at that.
Yeah, each.
Whoa.
Each ticket.
Holy.
So I was like, man, something's gotta give. This can't be right. Like they have to fucking be nice.
Yeah, somebody.
Like they have to fucking
I was at the airport, so somebody customer service gotta come through for sure.
So we finally make it to the ticketing booth, and thankfully we finally also meet a cool ass employee, and she was like, not to sound like rude, like I know it's Paris, that's their country, but someone who finally spoke English and like really understood what we were saying and like was being cool about helping us, because everyone else, I swear, they just had a little attitude like for no reason. I get it was early, but
they just look at you like you're an American.
Yeah.
And you missed your flight, like you're incompetent and shit. Like that shit's annoying.
Yeah, no, but I forgot to say how we even missed that shit. Or we're about to leave. And this whole time, the whole 2 weeks we were in Europe, we were calling like XL Ubers, big black vans. I feel all of us, like no problem at all. So the one time we really need it, we're waiting for like 30 minutes. Everyone just keeps canceling or just doesn't pick up. So we're like, bro, we
gonna have to. They don't want to drive to the airport.
Yeah, I was like, we gonna have to fucking take 2 separate ones at this point. So that's what we did. We got 2 separate Ubers, split up.
Oh, but the ones who left first made it there in time type shit?
Not even. My car got there first. But we had to wait for the other car to get there because one person in the other car had to get driven to another gate. And we were on such like a time crunch. They had told the Uber driver like, yo, drop us off first. My homie, the one that was getting dropped off at the other terminal, he took off like an hour later, so he had some time to spare. And we were like, we need to go, bro. Like we're not trying to miss this shit. So like we were nervous at first about missing it, but at the same time we're like, nah, we got it, bro. It's early. Like we check in. We usually check in on our phones, but when we get there, we're trying to check in and it's not letting us, so we gotta go through the fucking
like the normal way and shit?
Yeah, we finally make it to the front because there's 2 people, bro. There's only 2 people working. That shit's going hella slow.
And in Paris, when you think about it too, like that's such a big city too, like.
Bruh, I was literally fucking heart pounding. I was hella out of breath running through that bitch, like trying to make it to the gate, fucking carrying luggage too.
See, my ass, I would, well, if I had the time, I would finesse like, I need a wheelchair.
No, that shit was just gonna slow you down.
Nah, I bet at that
we were
airport
sprinting
too.
as fast as we could, like, shit was bad. But yeah, like there's only 2 workers that are like taking in the bags, weighing them, checking them on. Finally get to the front, and then they're like, yeah, your bag's too heavy. I was like, fuck, like, man, like just do whatever at this point. I'll pay whatever. I'm telling them, like, I'll check both of them on. Just,
yeah, pay the extra.
Yeah, I'll pay whatever. I just can't miss this flight. And she's like, oh, well, if you take some out of that bag, put it in your carry-on, like you could check in this bag and then take that one.
Like the weight,
yeah.
transfer.
So I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm sitting there opening both my suitcases. I feel bad because I'm holding up my homies now because they got their stuff all checked in, no problem. So I'm like swapping stuff back and forth, trying to make it fit. And then finally she's like, okay, you can check this one on and your carry-on is good to go. So we fucking sprint over to the gate. And when we're like trying to get there, some dude stops us. He's like, yo, like, let me weigh that bag. And we're like, what? Like, we just fucking weighed him. She said it's good.
Yeah.
And he was like, nope, like, throw it on there. And I threw it on there. I think he said the limit was like 12, whatever. And mine was like 16.
Wait, 12 pounds?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, for a carry-on?
Yeah.
Well, oh, yeah, that's international. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, keep going.
So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, and both of my homies had hella pounds to spare. So I was like, can I just throw some in theirs? And they're like, nope, you got to take it back, check it in, or leave it here. I'm like, why can't I just spread it? Like, what the fuck? That shit don't make any sense.
Makes no sense. Like, I could just take a hoodie out and just give it to my friend.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not about to just leave my whole carry-on here, like, to go to whoever. So I fucking have to sprint all the way back. And at that time, mind you, our fucking plane is boarding at that time. We're like, dude, we still had to go through TSA. Like, come on, bro. And he's like, nah, fuck you guys, pretty much. I fucking start sprinting back. I get over there. And before I dip, he puts this little sticker on my bag. I'm like, what's this? He's like, it's so you could cut to the front of the line. I'm like, shit, say less. I fucking start running to the front. Some lady stops me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I was just over here. They told me my carry-on was cool, but the guy over there said it's not, so now I gotta come check it in. And mind you, this is like 5 minutes ago, not even that long ago.
Yeah.
She goes, nah, I stopped taking bags for that plane 30 minutes ago. Like, we're about to take off. I'm like, man, please, like, what do you mean? I was just here 5 minutes ago.
And it was the same lady?
No, it was some
different
other lady.
yeah, that's why.
This wasn't like at the boarding time. It was like
okay.
at the front of the line, like when I was trying to cut. And she was like, oh, like telling me no. I was like, please, like my friends, they're leaving right now. Like I'm about to get left behind. I'm like giving her the sob story, but it's real shit. Like it's really what's about to happen.
Yeah, you're in another country.
I don't know if my homies left and went through TSA already and just hopped on the plane or what. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm about to spend the night. I'm about to be stuck out here by myself. Like, what the hell?
Nah, I would have Bitcoined you some money.
I was like, fuck, man. She's like, whatever, let's go to the front. She takes me to the front. I'm like, that's the lady right there that said my bag was good. I take it over to her. She's like, see, I told you to check them both. I'm like, no, you didn't. You said, I didn't tell her that, but I'm thinking that. I'm like, just check it, please. Like, hurry up, I gotta go. So I give it to her, and I just take off running back to the gate. I get past the little thing where you walk through and the thing goes around you. I don't know what that is, but.
The metal detector thing?
Yeah, we get through that. I see my homies right there, so I'm like, all right, cool, they ain't left me yet. We all get through the fucking security, TSA, and I'm the first one through TSA, so now I'm sitting there waiting for them, and they come through, and then we all from there, we just start sprinting, running through the fucking, through that airport, bro, like heart racing, hell out of breath. I got a fucking heavy ass backpack, like, we were fucking struggling, bro.
Jeez.
And we finally get to our gate. We see all the chairs out there empty. We seen one couple talking.
They boarded everybody.
Yeah, we seen one couple at the little counter talking to them. And right then and there, bro, just from what they were saying, they're like, all right, like talking about tomorrow this, tomorrow that. I'm like, damn it, bro, they missed their flight too. So we wait till they're done and we go up. We're like, yo, like, damn, you're begging them to get on. And they're like, nope, you missed it. It's boarded. We can't open it. And then we're like, damn, well, what do we do? And they're just like...
And your bags are already loaded on a plane.
Yeah, that's what we're telling them too. We're like, we just checked our bags in. They're like, they're not going anywhere if you're not on a plane. And we're just like, so what do we do? They're like, go to the ticketing booth to get a new ticket and then go to the luggage area to grab your luggage. So we're like, man, like we're just defeated. And this is when we're trying to find the ticketing booth. Seeing the tickets are like 3,000 plus.
Which I end up doing.
So when we get to the ticketing booth, the lady, like I said, she was hella cool. Sorry, this story is it's been a little bit all over the place.
Cool.
But
No,
we're caught
but
up
it's
now. We're caught up now.
I'm piecing it as if it's like a chronological order, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah. So yeah, we're there now. We're at the ticketing booth, and thankfully the lady was like, I got one flight going from LA to SF.
That's good.
That's pretty much gonna be like buying a new ticket.
Wait, from
Paris to LA to SF.
Oh, that's cool though.
So I'm like, fuck, whatever. Like, but then she's like, oh, you have to pay for it. It's pretty much like buying a ticket.
Whoa.
But she's like, but I got one that goes to Detroit and then to SF, and you can just like, you don't pay anything, you just hop on that one, but it's gonna be like an extra 5 hours or however much it was, and we're like, fuck it, we'll take it. Like, we ain't gotta pay hella extra, we'll take it, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense too, because then it's like layovers. You just got a couple layovers, but it's like, you know, you still getting home.
Yeah, right. So I was like, I'm just worried about getting home at this point. Like, so like, we take it, and we're like, what about our luggage? And she's like, don't worry about it. It's automatically.
They're gonna ship it to SF.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
It's gonna be there in SF.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's what she said. It was gonna go to Detroit first with us.
Wow.
So we're like, all right, bet. Fucking get on the plane, head to Detroit. And I'm already like, man, this is so crazy. I can't believe I'm going to Detroit. Like, while we're boarding.
But you guys actually went to Detroit?
Yeah.
Hey, my nigga went to the D.
Right. From the P to the D.
From the P to the D. That's gas.
I was like, okay. I was like, fuck it, man. We're going to Detroit. But the flight didn't take off for another 3 hours.
Oh, so you got to walk around the airport and shit there and stuff?
Not even. We're like, we ain't taking no chances. We're going straight to our fucking gate.
Oh, you got a plane? Oh yeah, plane change and shit.
Mind you, I was starving too. So when we get to our gate, we're like, all right, let's walk around, look for some food. You know, airports always got food, bro.
You gotta send one nigga. Future reference, if anybody's watching this, the whole group don't go. Send one or two, and then you can FaceTime your mans. Like, where were we at again? And then they can, you feel me? Everybody don't go. Smart decision. Everybody don't go.
No, yeah. So we get to the fucking our gate area, and we're hella far from like where we were before. And we start walking around. We're like, bro, there's no fucking food. Like,
in Detroit and shit.
Oh, okay. No, we're still in Paris. We're just okay. Yeah, so when we get to our area where our gate's at, like we noticed, like, bro, there's no food when we're on our way over here. Really, there's like one little cafe, a little mini store, and like the only like real food dish they had was some ramen. We bought that shit. That shit was hella expensive in a little ass cup, and that shit
trash.
We were like, I mean, I ate it all, but we're like, bro, I'm still hungry. Like, what the hell? So it was bad, bro. We were struggling.
In the morning? It was in the morning?
I mean, at this point, it was probably like 10, 11.
Like a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, that's morning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Long story short, like when we're boarding the plane to Detroit, when we land in Detroit, we should have already been home. Like, like, man, this is crazy. But when we land in Detroit, we get off. I'm just hoping, like, man, I'm just trying to get my luggage and hop on the next flight. And it's only an hour time span in between, so we're like, bro, we cannot miss this one. Like, we gotta get our bags, head straight to the gate. We're not taking no chances.
They didn't just transfer the bags though for y'all, like just not.
No, it stays with us the whole time. Okay. So we land in Detroit, we go to the bag area. We all get most of our bags, and I'm waiting on my last one, and that shit does not come out, bro. My carry-on. I found my check bag, the one that I checked in the very beginning, and the one that I had checked in super last minute. That shit was nowhere to be found. And when I thought about it, I was like, fuck, I didn't get the tag number either. Like, you know how you check your bag and they give you a tag number? I was like, I was in so much of a rush, I didn't even grab that shit or nothing. So it's like the last 3 bags spinning around that thing. I'm like, yeah, this thing is not coming out. Like, fuck, dude, I gotta talk to somebody. And while I'm right there too, like there's a fucking dude with a canine dog walking around. I'm like, man, this is just, I'm not trying to hang around here long. This is crazy.
Yeah, damn.
Cause I didn't know if the dog would like smell weed on my clothes from Amsterdam or something.
You be chilling. They be,
I can't pull up on me. I'm
on camera, but.
Right, I'm like,
I know what the airports, I know what the dogs live for.
No, yeah, for sure. I go talk to somebody, a little worker right there. I'm like, yo, bro, like my bag's not coming out. I got one of them, like my other one's not here. Like, what do I do? And he was like, where you going? And I was like, SF. He's like, you make the claim there, or you could go talk to that dude over there. So I'm like, man, like I'm not trying to leave this airport without my bag. Like, I'm like, dude, this one was here, the other one has to be here. Like, what the hell? So I go talk to the dude, and they're like talking to some the cop, security or whatever too. And I'm like, yo, like I got one bag, but my carry-on. Then I break it down, tell them everything.
They bring it through customs. That's why when you landed from Paris to Detroit, the bags go through customs.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, yeah, like one of them's here, one of them's not. And then he's like, well, did you have anything you weren't supposed to have in there? Like any reason it would get stopped? And I was like, nope. And like, nah, like, I'm like, nah, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he's like, okay, like, well, what do you guys all do for a living? And I'm like, bro, really? Like, we're all a bunch of young dudes coming from Paris and shit. Yeah. Like, what are y'all doing out there? We're like, man, we just vacationing.
They thought y'all was on some narco shit.
No, for real. We're like,
wait,
bro.
Not to say like that. Well, what race is your friends that went with you?
We're all
the dudes on Instagram.
Yeah, all Mexicans, bro. We're all
they definitely thought. He thought y'all be hanging with Peso Pluma and them.
For real, bro. I was like, oh, come on.
That's hella tight, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So I was like, I told him straight up, I was like, I work in the cannabis industry in California.
Oh yeah, see, they
He's,
thought y'all like narcos.
My other homie is like, he works in a pharmacy. Like, he really do.
Oh, they really think y'all narco dudes
and
now.
I was like, my other one, he's like a shoe reseller, but I didn't want to, I didn't know what to say. So like, he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's like, huh, what you mean by that? Like, what's that supposed to mean? I was like,
he has his own business.
My homie's like, I sell shoes. I was like, yeah, he sells shoes, bro. And he's like, okay. Usually when people say entrepreneur, it's like, starts laughing. I'm like, ah, like trying to be cool with him and shit. So I'm like, yeah, bro. So like, what's the deal? What do we do? He's like, well, like, come over here. So we start walking over, and I'm already seeing like
your bag and stuff opened up and shit.
No, not my bag. I see like just a little table and gloves and shit. And he's like being hella cool and shit, but at the same time, he's like, you want to throw your bag up here? And I was like, fuck.
Oh, the one that they just gave you, or your checked one?
The one that I had on me. I'm like, bro, what? Like.
And this is not even the one that you trying to look for, is it?
No, I'm like, dude, I'm looking for my other bag. I came over you for help, and now you're searching my shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then they start, like, more cops come over. They start searching all of our shit. And I can see my homies look a little nervous. Like, I know they didn't have nothing, but they're probably like, damn, like, what's this fool got? Like, he might got some weed or something in his bag.
I was thinking that from Amsterdam.
I was like, man. And I was getting nervous. So I was like, man, I know I have like 2 ace. I hope my last bag isn't getting searched because of that shit. And if it's in this one, I hope you don't find it.
Yeah.
And I also know I got some CBD stitches on me just like this. And I threw one of them in my backpack and the other one in my bag.
Were the weed in the small one?
No, it was in my it ended up being in the one he was searching, but I didn't know at the time. I had an idea, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah. But I know I was like, fuck, dude. I was sweating a little bit. And he has to search my backpack too. So I throw my backpack up there, knowing my pants right there, like right on top of everything. I was like, man. I'm just like, it's legal there.
Yeah. So you're chilling with the weed for sure.
Yeah, but I was still like, it's bringing it back from another country, so I'm still like.
See, that's the thing. It's a little tricky. Like, if you're bringing weed from a place where it's legal to legal, you're kind of chilling.
It's not legal in Paris, bro.
Oh wait, no. Wait, Amsterdam.
Either way, even if it is.
I was thinking Amsterdam because the little.
Either way, it's.
That's still not good. Yeah, you really can't bring
right?
weed through from country to country. That is highly illegal.
Mind you, this is all alleged. Like,
alleged.
This is all alleged.
Yeah, alleged. This is all. It's a skit.
It's a skit, bro.
Yeah, you know, but like Kill and Pal. You know, it's a skit.
But anyways, I was a little nervous, bro. But I was like, fuck it. I was keeping my cool, like, good for sure. Like, he's asking me, like, you sure I'm not gonna find nothing? And at this time, he already went through my backpack and see my stizzy, but he ain't say nothing. But when he's going through my my luggage, my carry-on, no, not my carry-on.
The big bag.
Yeah, the big bag.
He's gonna call it big bag.
Big bag. So he's going through my big bag, and he's like, "You sure I'm not gonna find nothing?" Like, actually, I did get some seeds in Amsterdam.
Tomato seeds, right?
No, I told him straight up, like, because it's just fucking seeds, bro. I didn't think it was illegal, nothing wrong with this, no THC content, like, it's just seeds. So I'm like, yeah, I got some seeds and some like some tobacco wraps, but that's about it. And he's like, okay. And then he finds the seeds, he puts that aside, and then he finds another stizzy, but I have this one in a Ziploc bag. I swear, if I wouldn't have had it in the Ziploc bag, that shit would have he would have not even said nothing, because he didn't say nothing about the one in my bag.
Yeah, but in the Ziploc, it looks like weed or something.
Yeah, he's like, what's this? I'm like, that's my CBD pod. I was like, yeah, it's just CBD. And then he's like, what about the one in your backpack? Was that CBD too, or was that tobacco? And I was like, fuck, could I just have said tobacco and he wouldn't have known? So I was like, yeah, that one's CBD too. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to get that one out for me. I was like, fuck. So at this time he has the seeds, the 2 pods, and then I had some ace in there, allegedly. But I had them like vacuum sealed in between t-shirts. So like at the time he was like picking up my t-shirts multiple at a time. So they just got right past him. So I was like, all right, at least if he found the Ziploc ace or the vacuum sealed ace, it would have looked really bad.
Yeah, like smuggling type shit.
Yeah, and that's what he told me too. He's like, look, man, like, I'm gonna be honest. Just be happy it was me that found it, because if one of the canines hit you,
or a woman, or
anybody
if it was a women, airport women be like, the women at the airport, unless you cute and they fuck with you, they're dicks.
Nah, I mean, I feel it too, but there was an older lady too that was there, and at first, once they took the shit, I was like, yo, y'all could confiscate whatever, like, just please, I cannot miss this flight to Detroit, bro. Like, at this time, it's probably like 30 minutes till that shit boards and takes off.
Damn.
And I was telling like, yo, I already missed my flight from Paris to, like, I shouldn't even be here right now. And I was like, please, I can't miss this flight. And then she kept saying, no, you're gonna miss it. And she looks over to my friends that are just off to the side waiting. He gonna miss it for sure, so you guys pretty much go. And they fucking start going. And I was like, damn. bro, like.
At least you're in America now, though, you know?
Right? I was like, fuck, am I gonna have to stay the night in Detroit by myself, though? I was like, this, at least I'm here, like you said. I'm like, at least I ain't in Paris, but I'm still like, man.
Far as fuck, though, still.
This is a crazy L, like, all because I missed that flight from Paris. So, but the dude who was originally searching it, he's like, look, man, like, I'm gonna be honest, like I said, like, if anybody else found this, it would have been bad, but, like, just be happy it's me, and however you act in this next 15 to 20 minutes, because his supervisor was on the way, he's like, however you act is pretty much gonna determine how the rest of this plays out. And I was like, bro, trust me, like, I ain't giving you no problems yet. I don't plan on it. Like, I'm just trying to make this flight home. Like, I'm just trying to get home, man. And he's like, all right, man, like, it's all good. Just go take a seat over there. And then the older lady, like, she's all being hella nice. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? She's like, you want water? Like, you need to go to the bathroom, sweetie? Like, calling me sweetie and shit. I'm just like, no thanks, ma'am. I'm just trying to make this flight. Like, fuck.
She's cute for that, no lie. Not like that, but like, you know, oh,
no,
that'd be kind of cool.
I appreciated it, but I was like,
still an op, though.
Save it. I'm just trying to get on this flight
still
right
an
now.
op, though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Because they're like, when I told her, I was like, am I really not going to make it? She's like, we're going to do our best. We're going to go the fastest, but we got to do some paperwork. And then you're free to go pretty much. Like, you're not going to be arrested. I was like, all right, fuck. Don't got to worry about being arrested, but what they doing paperwork on. I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn, I'm texting my homies like, bro, like, they're being cool about it. I'm not in handcuffs or nothing, but.
Shout out to Ant.
Yeah, good Sunjoy.
Man, good Chick-fil-A in general.
So I'm texting my homies, I'm like, bro, like, they're not letting me go yet. They're gonna let me go, but I'll let you know as soon as they do. So eventually they're like, all right, she comes over, gives me my passport and ID. She's like, you better run to the gate, 'cause they're not gonna wait for you. And I was like, thank you so much. The dude's like, remember the talk we had? I was like,
what about the, do you ever get your small bag though?
No, not at this time.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I grabbed my bag, I started running, and I bend the corner, and I see my homie Alex waiting there for me. Shout out my boy Alex.
Real one.
As soon as I see him,
the real
I was
one,
like,
Alex.
ooh, yes, bro. He
No man left
could have
behind.
just hopped on the plane.
Which guy is that? Like, what does he do? That was the one. That's
the one who sells shoes. Real one, bro.
It's always the ones who do
them,
that real
like,
hustlers right there.
I told him, I was like, bro, thank you, man. I thought y'all left me. I was like, bro, damn.
That's hella dope.
So I'm with him. We go through TSA, or the little, put our stuff in the bins, little security thing. And then we get to the gate, and then we see our other homie there. Like, he's still in line and shit. So we're like, oh, thanks,
Hold
bro.
it down. That's fire.
Let's go. Yeah,
Shit.
so we make it on that flight. At this point, I'm just like, I hope they shipped it straight to SF. Because, like, I still don't have my carry-on. I'm happy I made it, but I'm still like, man, my seeds are gone. I got 2 packs of seeds. And I was gonna give them to my boys.
But they took all the seeds, huh?
Yeah, they took the seeds and the 2 stizzies. And afterwards, I was like, man, I should have asked to keep the batteries though, bro.
True.
But I was like, fuck it. At this point, I was like, I'm just happy I made it on the plane. I'm going straight to SF now. So we on the plane to Detroit. We're all sitting separate. And at that point, I'm just like, this has been a crazy day, bro. Like, longest day ever. Barely made it to the airport. Ubers were canceling on us. Missed the flight to Paris. Lost the fucking carry-on on the way to Detroit. In Detroit, got my bag searched, seized and shit seized.
How long was the flight from Paris to Detroit? How long?
I think it was like 8 hours.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's not too bad.
But it should have been 10 hours, 10, 11 hours straight home. So I had to go 8 hours to Detroit, another 5 hours from Detroit to SF, and then drive like an hour or 2 home. So it was like a 24-hour day plus, man. I was like, I'm surprised I wasn't so tired. I was just so damn stressed.
Is that the craziest 24 hours you've ever had?
Easy, craziest, most stressful 24 hours, bro.
Is that a W YouTube title? The craziest 24 hours I've ever had?
Damn, either that or I was gonna title it. What was I gonna title it? I was gonna be like, they took my season in Detroit.
Oh, that's actually
they caught me at the airport with it, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When they were searching it, I was like, they find this weed, I might be in some cuffs in a minute, bro. And he told me straight up, like I said, like, bro, if any of these other cops found you, or like if the K9 hit, you would have been caught with like smuggling, transportation. I was like, even though it's just season, this.
And then they probably would have tried to put you in a Detroit jail.
I was thinking about that too.
That's true. They wouldn't send you because you had the case out there. Like, they'll probably let you.
They'll probably sick.
It depends. Like they'll probably send you home, but then your court would be out there, and then that shit you gotta pay to get out there. It's just too much, bro.
Right. I was like, man, we finally make it from Detroit to SF. And I feel so bad that I still have to go to like the luggage area because I know my homies are tired. I'm fucking tired. Our homie's dad drove all the way out there to pick us up. So I'm just like holding everybody up, having to go to the luggage area and be like, yo, I lost my bag. And they're like, oh, well, like, what's your tag number? I'm like, I don't got a fucking tag number. They were just like, damn, well, I can't really do nothing without a tag number. I was like, what you mean? Like, they're like, all you can do is fill out a file, a little whatever it is, a little case or whatever. And I was like, man.
They couldn't look it up in on the computer, like your check bags?
They tried to. The one they looked up, it was the one that was checked on, like, that I already had.
Not that the smaller one?
Yeah, they're like, we only see one. I was like, they didn't even check it in. Like, I was telling them how the lady was hella rude and I had to run it back. I was like, bro. And I always heard how people in France don't really fuck with Americans. So I'm like, is this that? Like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm thinking, like, I got hella souvenirs in that thing, hella clothes. I'm like, bro, this is gonna be. I'm happy it's just materialistic shit, but at the same time, I'm like, some of that shit you can't ever get back, like the gifts and shit like that.
Did you end up getting the bag back?
Yeah, so a couple days goes by, and all I'm thinking is, I just hope this shit shows up at my door, because my homie told me, like, his sister went to Spain one time. Same thing happened to her. She lost it on the way back.
It happened to my boss recently, too.
Really?
Recently, he said they lost his luggage coming back from Spain. And
yeah, they said, my homie told me that his sister's bag just showed up on her doorstep one day, though. So the next couple of days after I get home, I'm just like, man, this is crazy. Like, all I could do is just hope that shit shows up. One night, I'm in the shower, my phone starts ringing. It says, like, I don't know if it said San Francisco Airport or just San Francisco, but I was like, answer that shit. I'm in the shower, like, yo, what's up? And they're like, yo, is this Anthony? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, yo, we have your bag at SFO. What? This and that. I'm like, say less. Like, do you live in the area? I'm like, nah, I'm over by Sacramento. And they're like, okay, well, we could have someone drop it off in the next couple of days.
What?
I was like, say less. Like,
so you didn't have to go get it and shit, huh?
no, they're like, is this your address? I was like, yup. And like, all right, well, we'll be in contact. You'll get an email and then track the driver and all that.
Wow.
I was like, yes, sir, bro. Now I just gotta hope that the fucking driver, nobody took nothing out of my bags.
Yeah.
But long story short, it shows up. Everything's in there. I'm hella happy, bro.
Wow.
Got everything. Made it home in one piece.
That is crazy.
Literally the craziest trip of my life, bro. 2 weeks in Europe, ended it off with that.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, then it's lit.
That shit. I already like fucking came to terms like, bro, if I never get it back, like, fuck it. It was still a crazy trip.
Yeah, it's lit.
Once in a lifetime, like, that shit was fucking insane.
Fucking amazing,
bro.
too.
Like, while we were out there, I kept thinking, like, it's even in some videos, I'm like, bro, I'm really out here, like, backpacking around Europe with the homies, bro. This is crazy.
That's like the surreal moment, like, when it kicked in, like, bro.
I was like, bro, I'm really fucking across the globe right now. Like, all these buildings look different. Everybody talks different.
And it's like, you're in like one of the first countries like ever. Like, think about it. Europe, like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. There's so much history there.
Yeah, because they're way older than the United States. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's
just
nice.
the little tours we went on and shit. All those little history breakdowns, like, especially in Rome, Italy, how motherfuckers were living and building shit, like architecting shit back then. Like, how the hell did they think of that shit with no internet, no
then
nothing,
you saw
no
the
calculators,
Mona Lisa
bro.
too.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
That is sick. I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's like something that's fire. Getting to see the Mona Lisa in person.
Bro, I was like probably from here to the window to the wall.
Bro, that's close enough.
Bro,
that's close enough.
That's like the closest you could get to it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's like, that itself is already.
I was like, bro, that's really right there. Like, this is what's in the movies, the everything, bro.
And then the statues you were posting,
bro,
fire.
The buildings were insane. I was just like, how the fuck did they build this back then with no machines? Like, tall ass, crazy detailed buildings, like statues on the fucking building going all along it. Like,
when you think about it, that shit
don't make no sense, right? At first, I was like, I'm never fucking going back, bro. Like, after that flight back, but now I'm like, now I know I can do that long ass flight. I'm about to visit Europe again for sure. Because we didn't hit London. Like, there's a couple spots. Like,
was it pretty cheap to go from place to place out there?
For the most part. I mean, the plane ticket from Paris, France to Rome, Italy was like 500 round trip.
Okay.
But other than that, you'll get like a bus pass for the week or some shit like that. And that shit was fun, riding the buses, bro. Just being able to sit and chill and just.
So you guys go from like, did you guys? Oh, so when you guys were when you guys went to Paris, that's where you landed at when you guys flew out, right?
Yeah, we stayed there for about a week. A couple of my homies went to Spain at the end. I low-key should have went with them, but we still had fun the last couple of days before we headed off to Amsterdam. And then we came back to Paris again, and then we went to Rome, Italy.
That's lit. Little Europe expedition.
One day, like there's one time, like within 24 hours, we had been in like 4 different countries.
How many people you know could say that?
Right? I was like, this is nuts.
I can't even say it. You know what I'm saying? But think about that. Like, I went to 4 different countries in less than 24 hours. I was about to ask you, did you drink out there? But did you? Because I know you don't really drink like that. Yeah, no, you didn't.
I thought about it, but when I got out there, I'm like, no need to, bro. I'm having fun.
Was it a lot of weed places and stuff too?
Only in Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam. I was walking around smoking and shit. Like, hella coffee shops. I went over at the bar. Like, my homies be drinking, I'd be smoking. Like,
you see any people smoking weed in London?
I didn't go to London.
Oh wait, you said you went to Amsterdam, Paris. You said Rome.
Italy,
Rome?
yeah, Italy, Rome.
Fire. How was that?
That shit was crazy. The food was so good out there, bro.
What was the favorite thing? What was the favorite thing you ate out there?
Shit, probably the fucking couple of the pastas. Yeah.
Getting pizza?
Yeah, I had a pizza right when we got to Italy. That shit was fucking couple. Bro, everywhere you go out there in Europe, damn near, fresh pressed orange juice and shit.
Was the cheese busting? Cause they say the cheese in Italy is like super good, like supposed to be. Well, it's on the pizza, like.
Yeah, it was fire, bro.
Okay,
the pizza was so good. I think it's all like oven baked too, so you get like that charcoal on the bread and shit. Like that shit was so good. I was fucking. That's the most I ate in a minute. Like ever since then, I've been eating like way more and shit. Like I was like, okay, I like this.
Hell yeah. Did your friends drink? Any of your friends? So did they like the alcohol and stuff out there?
Bro, wait till you see this Amsterdam video.
Oh, y'all got, yeah. I forgot you got sick cooking.
Bro, motherfuckers, 30 fucking Jaeger bombs a night and shit, like combined, like. But, I think one of them, like, 14 maybe in one night. Like, bro, was going crazy.
I would have been risen out there.
They were blacking out, bro.
It would have been so bad. I would have been a thought.
We were chilling for the most part. Even if, like, you really wanted to, bro, like, that language barrier.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like, actually, one of my boys was trying to.
But some of these kids out there, they think that's kind of gas. You know what I'm saying?
But no, but listen, bro. Like, my homie, like.
Or he was working on. He
tried to talk to some girls and he said something. They're like, yes, and then he's like, oh, where y'all from? They're like, yes. We're like, God damn it, bro.
Some movie shit right there. Literally, some movie shit.
Yeah, we're just laughing, like not laughing to their faces, obviously, but I wasn't even there for that part actually. Like they were just telling me.
But still, that's still
I was
funny.
like, damn, bro. Like, you barely ever heard an American accent or people speaking English out there. Yeah, the language barrier was tough.
Especially, I feel like people that are like social too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like most of the time they're probably used to Americans being like closed off or like.
Nah, hell no, bro. They fucking look at us like wild animals and shit.
Oh, out there?
Like we'd be out there eating, bro. We were eating one time in I think it was Italy. No, it was France. It was in Paris. It was like right by the Eiffel Tower. We went out to eat. We were being hella loud. I knew we were being a little loud out because everything's like hella compact, hella narrow. Like the hallways, just everything's hella smaller over there.
Yeah.
So we're all like, bro, right? We're fucking sitting there eating dinner or eating lunch or whatever, and like all the tables are hella close, and we're all being loud and shit. Like not screaming or nothing, but we're just having a good time, talking, laughing. And this family next to us, I see like them side-eyeing us the whole time. And I'm like, whatever, bro. I ain't never gonna see him again. Like,
yeah, and we're having, y'all live here. We're visiting. We're having a good time.
Yeah. So they get up to leave, and the dad's like, "Where y'all from?" And we're like, America. One of my homies like Mexico, and he just doesn't even say shit. He just like looks at us and keeps walking. And we're like, damn, bro. Damn.
Fuck. What are they like white people?
Yeah, they're like from there for sure.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Yeah. But other times, like in Amsterdam, like we see like older people everywhere. Everywhere we went, we're like the youngest people and shit. Like,
dang.
There's a bunch of retired folks out there mostly. And one
probably surprised to see young people like actually out there having their way. You know
yeah, for real. We're out there eating in Amsterdam, and some older lady's like, "Where y'all from?" We're like, "America, California." She's like, "Okay, I could tell. Like, y'all in school? Like, what y'all doing out here, pretty much?" They're like, "Nah, we just came out here to travel, backpack around Europe and shit." And she was like, "Damn, okay, like that's cool."
Yeah.
She's like, "What y'all recommend like to eat?" Like just being a hella cool and shit. So I'm like, all right. Finally some American interaction. Like we ain't talking to nobody but ourselves this whole time pretty much.
Wow.
Except for when like we're ordering and stuff like that. But that language barrier was serious, bro.
I would imagine so.
We're in the clubs and fucking in Rome. People getting mad that we, hey, like jumping up and down and shit. Like they're like, yeah, some dude like tap this, like, yo, we don't do that here. Like,
what do they do there?
they literally just like
They sway.
barely moving, whispering in each other's ears
Doing
and
one
shit.
of these,
yeah. Like no.
That's hella comedy.
Hey, right? Like,
What?
it was crazy, bro. They were getting mad, bro. Like I was the only one that wasn't drunk on the dance floor, like out of my friends. So everybody all jumping around, bumping into people, and I just see people like giving them fucking the glare and shit.
Damn.
Oh, bro.
That's actually really cool though. That's a dope experience. I'm happy that, you know what I mean, you guys had a great time. Because that's what it's about.
No, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
Like, even though the bullshit comes with it sometimes,
No,
as long as
yeah.
you had a good experience.
Yeah, it's all part of the trip, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I ain't never gonna forget that shit, bro. That shit was... But shit, I'm gonna end this shit here. Appreciate y'all if y'all made it to the end. New drop out now, man. Link in the description, all that good shit. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you ain't already. Comment down below what you trying to see next, man. Y'all want some more story times, vlogs, weed reviews, whatever it is, man. Let me know. It's your boy Anthony. We out.